Hi Cancer, this is your October 2020 card reading with Ash Tarot. I did end up pulling 4 animal oracle cards for you. When a lot of cards end up presenting themselves for the oracle cards, it is telling me that this is a trying time for you, right? You're probably going through a lot and you need some sort of guidance. It may be a stressful time or a time of change, but that is normally when many cards will present themselves for the animal oracle. I have the Canary Spirit that has presented itself for you, the Owl Spirit, the Panther Spirit, and the Groundhog Spirit. Now, with the Canary Spirit, this is about you getting familiar with what you have to offer, right? This is your talents, this is who you are, your individuality. This is what makes you special. This is what gets you a job or a career. This is what gets you friends or a lover, right? This is who you are, and it's about being true to who you are. It's about not trying to force yourself to be what other people want you to be. Being honest, you know, the type of music that you like, the type of food you like, the type of activities that you like, the sort of subjects that you're interested in. This is you. This is you being an individual, being creative, being who you are. I feel like you're starting to realize who you are and what you want out of life. I think you're realizing what your strengths are and what you have to offer. And this is about being confident with that and going after that. So a lot of times when this shows up too, that has a lot to do with opportunities. A lot of you may be starting a new job, or again, like I said, meeting someone new, starting a new relationship. But this is about you being true to yourself, not allowing yourself to become who other people want you to be. You don't want to attract people with who you're not. You want to use who you truly are. So that is important, but I feel like you're realizing that. I definitely feel like you're realizing that because you also have the Owl Spirit. The Owl Spirit is about seeing things clearly, right? It's about using everything you've ever faced in your life, in the past, currently, everything that you've ever faced to make decisions. It's about looking at something, not prejudging it. It's about throwing out bias. It's about you being intelligent and being smart with making decisions. And the Owl Spirit is also like that, aha, I know what I want to do with my life sort of moment. Everything's all clear. Everything's falling into place. It all makes sense now. It's also a very mature feeling, a mature energy, because again, you're throwing out those prejudgments, those biases. You know, you're just being mature and grown. And I think that with the Canary Spirit is mostly saying you have finally found who you are and what you want to do with your life, or who you want to be, or who you would like to be with. It's all coming together for you. So if for a while you didn't know, now you're starting to realize. You have the Panther Spirit too. So this is about being very confident, right? I feel like you probably felt powerless or have been feeling powerless. And this Panther Spirit's coming in to say that you do have the power to succeed here. That you need, you know, you're working on that confidence. So maybe whatever you're trying to obtain in your life, whether it's a career or a significant other, or whatever that may be, this is about you being confident in your strengths and who you are, and for you to go after stuff, you know, whatever that is that you're trying to create. I feel like that with the Owl Spirit and the Canary Spirit, again, is supporting the idea that you have finally woken up and realized what you want to do with your life, or who you want to be with, or what you expect, right? This is mature growth for you. You also have the Groundhog Spirit, time to let go. So letting go of things that are not helping you, things that are holding you back, friends, negative energies and feelings, a job that stunted your growth and wasn't allowing you to be the best that you could be. Letting go of the past, fears, worries. If in the past you felt very insecure with who you are, this is you coming out of that shell and letting go of that baggage. So I definitely feel like this is a big awakening for you. There are new beginnings around you. We do have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Cups is also presented here. So for some of you, this new beginning might be a birth of a child. Some of you may be expecting. I think the majority of you, though, this is a new beginning for work or movement, like maybe a new home or something like that. So, but it is some sort of new beginning. The Eight of Swords has presented itself more than one time in your reading. So this is telling me, though, that you are feeling a little helpless. I do see you growing and maturing, but I do see you feeling a little bit helpless and stuck in a situation. I think that with the Two of Swords here as well, that you are feeling stuck and you're really unsure. Now, as I said with your oracle cards, it's about growing. It's about you realizing who you are and what you want. So with this in the card reading showing me this, is I feel like that's where you're working at. You may not completely have all that confidence in all those answers, but you're working towards that. Because right now I see these frustrations and feeling stuck to a situation and not knowing where to turn. I think that most of it is mentally for you. All these feelings and fears holding you back. You're just mentally clinging to it. I think you're still working on the confidence part. And part of you might be being a little bit stubborn too. You're holding on to past energies that look a little bit negative. And I think that's why the groundhog spirit presented itself as well, because you need to let go of them. You do have this opportunity here with this Ace of Pentacles. So this Ace of Pentacles is about new beginnings, right? Wishes being granted and money coming in. It's some sort of opportunity. With that and the Ace of Wands, I feel like, again, a lot of you, the new beginning may be a new job or a new way to make money. Some sort of new opportunity that's really going to bring you up. But you're lacking the confidence right now. So that's definitely something that the Oracle Spirits want you to work on, is realizing you have what it takes. You're going to be okay. So, although we have that feeling of being stuck to a situation, it is an overwhelming feeling that you are starting to come out of as well. So I do, as much as you've been holding on to these past things and nervous to make a move and feeling stuck in a situation like it's not going to improve, you're also starting to let go of what is holding you back, but very slowly you're letting it go and moving, right? You're starting to take baby steps towards improvement, but they're very small steps. Again, a lot of it, I think it's tied to you being nervous about the future because of the past. And I think it's tied to being kind of stubborn and just feeling helpless. Like, just maybe you just truly don't know. But the Oracle cards are saying that you're starting to learn who you are. Now, transformation does need to take place, and it actually needed to take place in the past for you, but you weren't really letting it happen. There was some sort of ending that happened in your life, and it was time for a new beginning, but you were not really allowing this new beginning to happen. I think you were clinging, stalling before making a real commitment to something. And I'm seeing that in both of your cards going around here that are signifying the past movements for you, is that you really were not open to making a move, I guess. You were not open to transformation and new beginnings. You were clinging and you were putting your foot down and not allowing things to kind of change. But now you're realizing, okay, it's time for change. You're opening up more. You're realizing that change has to happen. You have to have movement, and you're allowing it. And there may be some unexpected things that come along the way for you, but I feel like you're going to come out on top. Whatever you're holding on, I think a lot of you may have had a depression going on in the past here, clinging on to this sadness and this past sort of energy, feeling stuck, but you're coming out of it too. The shadow spirit's here in reverse, so you're coming out of this energy, this negativity and toxic addictions or way of thinking. You're breaking that up and you're letting it go. So this is finally, as I said before, you're finally starting to transform. You're holding on so much to feeling like you were powerless, and you're finally saying, okay, the universe is forcing me to change and allow things to come into my life, and you're starting to open your arms up to it a little bit more. I definitely do see you, though, clinging here, not really wanting to make a lot of movement and change. Definitely being a little bit stubborn and closed off with it. Not really putting forth effort, not really caring, I guess is how I want to say it. Not putting forth the effort or caring about taking steps, you know. And again, I still see this toxic energy here for you, trying to break that up. I feel like something that happened to you, you felt betrayed or stabbed in the back too. Maybe that's why it's taken you so long to open up and move forward with your life, is because you felt so betrayed, or like whatever happened in your past situation, you did not think that it was fair. And that's been holding you back a lot. You are afraid that these new offerings, this new beginning, may not lead anywhere. I see like that is a fear for you. You're afraid of a delay, that things, that you're not going to be happy, you're not going to be successful. I think that's the big thing, is like you don't have a lot of confidence in your success. And this is all about you learning who you are, growing, and realizing that you do have power. You have to let go of this negative mindset, though, where you feel helpless and like you're not going to be able to be more successful. I do see you doing that, though. I see you finally breaking down and allowing yourself to get rid of those toxic energies and things that are holding you back. I finally see you doing that. I finally see you. You've been so closed off too. I don't know if you've been closed off from family and friends or whatever. The world's a little closed off, a little quiet, a little depressed about things. I see you finally breaking that off and getting rid of that emotional conflict that you've been having. There is growth. A lot of growth for you. A lot of improvements. You're growing and you're maturing. It's just taken you some time. You've been doing it very slowly because you've been nervous, you've been afraid, you've had a lot of questions, a lot of worries and concerns. And again, I think that your past situation just kind of burnt you really bad and you're afraid of it happening again. But I do see you opening up and there's growth. There's a lot of opportunity here for you, okay? Like I said, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. A lot of good potential good opportunities coming into your life. Things are going to improve. It's just about you realizing your full potential. It's about you growing and maturing and letting go of the past and letting go of whatever happened to you that was negative and that toxic energy, and allowing yourself to be happy. But I do see it happening. I do see improvements for you, Cancer, and I do see lots of maturity and growth for you. So have a wonderful October, and I will see you in November.